Hello, everyone. So, got an interesting story. Gonna get right up into it. It says here, sorority sues U.S. university over admitting trans woman who got aroused in their company. Well, mighty fine company, I suppose. Ooh, oh, there it is. Where's Waldo? I mean, Transdo. Um, hmm, hmm. I think that's the only one. That's the only one. I mean, if they're gonna be bending over like that, I mean, expect a man woman to do. Um, Members of Kappa Kappa Gamma, the KKG's sorority have called on judge to declare membership of Artemis Longford. Oh, that's a porn name if I ever heard one. Uh, left, top left, void. The void. Instagram. A group of sorority sisters have filed a lawsuit against a college after a trans woman was granted permission to move into their sorority. 7 members of the Kappa Kappa Gamma sorority at University of Wyoming have called on a judge to declare the membership of 21-year-old Artemis Longford void. Oh, void is the part of the name. Why isn't it capitalized? Why isn't the V capital? It's because is it is it trans V? Is it did it used to be a W or something? And 2, award unspecified damages. Well, they need to specify damages. What did the erection damage? According to the lawsuit obtained by Cowboy State Daily. I don't know what that is. One of the members have asked the sorority management to ensure that the house is preserved as a female-only space. Well, it is female only. I don't. Oh no! Are you trying to invalidate the trans? Because that's gonna get you canceled, man. And a number of members raised concerns about shared bathroom facilities which have no locks. I mean, even if they did have locks, I mean, you ain't escaping this. Whoa. Wow. Round face. Beanie. Make it even rounder. God damn. Does not currently live in the house, but has been granted permission to move in from September. Okay. Okay. Lawsuit states an adult human male does not become a woman just because he tells others that he has a female gender identity and behaves in what he believes to be a typically female manner. Well, what? I mean, some people said that a long time ago, but others say that that's bigotry. So I don't know how you get to say this. Nah, you all won the right to have these people transform, and you ain't transforming back. So you're gonna have to hold that L. And Artemis's Miss Longford, who is 6'2", damn, that's got to be terrifying. Does not currently live in the house, but according to residents, has spent a significant amount of time there and has been granted permission to move in from September. The women who have filed the lawsuit have claimed that Miss Longford has been visibly aroused in the company. Visibly. Got a Longford. It's hard to hide that. God damn. Troubling news. And some of the sorority members told Megan, oh, to throw away the goddamn lawsuit just for a name like that. Why would you spell Kelly's podcast, Megan Kelly? Podcast that residents felt uncomfortable and in constant fear Constant fear of what? Getting that long Ford snuck up your backside in the house when she was present. One of the sorority members, Hannah, told Kelly, men are never allowed on the second floor of our house apart from moving in and moving out. What? They can come and carry your shit, but they can't be in the second floor? Come on now. So it is an only female space and not like living in the dorms. We share just a couple of main bathrooms, but it is supposed to be a safe space for us to rest our head at night. Well, you can rest your head in her arms, big arms, keep you safe. The consequences of our actions. Another member, Jaylene, added all of the bathrooms are shared spaces and there are no private changing areas or locks. It's very open and vulnerable. Yes. Yes, it is. But these are the women complaining? Oh, not you. Longford has standards, ma'am. Why did she get a suit jacket over? See, women just don't know how to dress professionally. The lawsuit alleges that the fraternity council betrayed the central purpose and mission of Kappa Kappa Gamma. What's your purpose? By conflating the experience of being a woman with the experience of men engaging in behavior generally associated with women. Or your charter only says that it's women only and transitioning makes you a woman, so hey, they going by the letter of the law, not by your mission statements. The sorority had held a vote on whether Miss Longford should be admitted, but several members claimed that the president and membership chair of the chapter dismissed their concerns. Yes, that's leadership. They ain't trying to get sued. You feel me? The opponents to Miss Longford's admission were allegedly told by another member of the sorority, regardless of what your political views are, or Kappa values, are acceptance and kindness. And some long strokes. So if that is something that you disagree with, that's not in line with Kappa values. Exactly. Take your concerns elsewhere. If you don't want a schlong in your face, don't join the sorority. The leadership of the sorority reportedly told members that if they have any issues with Miss Longford, then they can drop out. Exactly. Get to stepping. You got real female genitals? Get out. We don't want you here. One member of the sorority told the National Review magazine that she might transfer out of school next semester as a result. No, you're not. You're going to have to accept it. You bigots. Oh, God. How the mighty have fallen. The women told the podcast that they understood that trans women need to be protected and have their own safe space, but argued that trans women, such as Miss Longford, moving into their home is not the answer. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, Longford has long been considered a woman by certain parties. So let's see here. I think there's another part to this story. Yeah. Let's go full screen on this. All right. Okay. Same story. A group of sorority sisters argue that into their group has broken their cover. Their cover? Are they all hidden men? Oh, broken their cover to describe how they. Okay, wait a minute. We're suing the group into. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Into their group have broken their cover to. I get that they're saying that they've come out to disagree with this thing, but the sentence don't make sense to me. Group of sorority sisters who are suing the University of Wyoming for accepting a transgender woman into their group. Okay, apostrophe. To describe how they lived. Live in constant fear at a home after the hulking. God damn. They're roasting. They're roasting her right now. Man can't transition without getting all this vitriol thrown at him. And student has become physically aroused around them. Well, shouldn't be throwing it back. They're probably twerking. Group twerks. You know how women go. Oh, no. This is disturbing. The 7 women from the Kappa Kappa Gamma House have filed a lawsuit against the university. Artemis Longford, 260 pounds. Hey, it isn't so. You can't even fight that. Longford referred to under the male pseudonym Terry Smith. You mean birth name? Has been living outside the sorority house and was expected to move in coming. Okay. However, the student who was referred to as he and him in the suit. Oh, yes. That's the part you should focus on. Being misgendered. Still often stays for meals and attend events with the women. Of course. You ain't gonna miss all that tail just flying around. I mean, she's not gonna miss it. It's weird. It's a weird gut-wrenching feeling that every time I live in my room, there's a possibility that I'll walk past him in the hall. Him? Oh, you monster. How could you? Misgendering this individual. One of the sorority sisters named Hannah told Kelly, "It's a weird feeling just to know that I could run into him and he does it again. No respect. He has full access to the house, but this just goes to show, like, we need women's spaces for that reason. Nah, you can always quit the sorority, sister. It's a new world order, and you lost. Like our house is our home, just like anyone else's home. Like you go home at the end of the day to feel comfortable and relaxed in your own skin. Bitch, what else would you relax in? Someone else's skin, you weirdo? And you can't do that knowing that this individual has full access to your house. Well, you're assuming she's a monster, some sort of predator. You're treating her like a man. Oh, man. 7 sorority sisters at the University of Wyoming appeared on Megyn Kelly's podcast to discuss their fears of having, Another student said, in a situation particularly distressing because some of her sisters has been assaulted and harassed and want to feel safe inside their home. You go anywhere and there's going to be a bunch of women saying they've been assaulted or harassed. And maybe one of them were, but most of them are not. So some girls live in constant fear in their home. Women live in fear regardless of their situation. And our home is supposed to be a safe space. That doesn't make any sense. Your home is in the world. The world isn't safe. Said the young woman who, like the other 5 students, was not identified by name. Identify her or him. We don't know. It is seriously an only female space. Well, that's what you get. You get a 6'2", 260-pound female. It's an only female space. So what if one of the ladies get a little aroused and pop a boner? That's what you get when you deal with only females. It is so different than living in the dorms. For instance, where men and women can commingle on the floors, that is not the case in the sorority house. We share just a couple of main bathrooms on the upper floors. On the upper floor, she said. The lawsuit alleges that Longford stared at the women without talking for hours. well, she's trying to figure out what to say. She's nervous. She's a shy lady. Oh, God, this is distressing. One sorority member walked down the hall to take a shower wearing only a towel. I thought you were living in fear. She sounds very comfortable. She felt an unsettling presence. Turned, and Mr. Smith was watching her silently. Whoa, that's terrifying. She's just chilling, got a towel on, and then something just felt something unsettling. Look around, and out of the darkness, the shadow starts standing up, and she's like, "Oh, oh God, that's it's a horror movie right there. Someone should make that movie." In another disturbing incident, the lawsuit alleges Longford has even become physically aroused. Oh, the humanity. How could she? Mr. Smith has, damn, misgendering the shit out of her. These monsters have no decorum. While watching members enter the sorority house, had an erection visibly through his leggings. Oh, why would you wear leggings? The suit says other times he has had a pillow in his lap. Well, learned his lesson. He wants to be a bad bitch, but he also got to hide the pipe, you know? You never know who's watching. And plus, should bring you on charges looking at his meat like that. I mean, her meat like that. What is wrong with you? That is sexual harassment. You should be ashamed of yourself. Craven told Kelly that there has been an exception granted for him for his safety, but not for these young women. Listen, it's a she. If I gotta follow the rules, you gotta follow them rules too. It's she. That individual comes to the house, well, dehumanizing this woman. Still engages in dinner. Well, man's got to eat. I mean, a woman's got to eat. Still sits in the chair and watches the girls. Well, there's no television. What? We all want a little entertainment when we eat. One of the students said she almost decided to leave the sorority because of the matter. Almost? Bitch, get out. What are you talking about? But I recommended with fellow sisters and alumni. I reconnected. Sorry. And I realized how important this organization is to me and to everybody else. And I refuse to allow subverting my rights as a woman. Burn the bras, sister. She is going to be right there with you. All 6'2", 260 pounds of her. To cater towards the comfort of a man. Oh, not again. I thought we've been over this. Woman, I will not let him take these opportunities away from me. They're already gone. It's too late. While Craven said that trans students, their own space and deserve their own space and deserve to be safe and protected, it shouldn't come, that end shouldn't be there, at the cost of female students. Well, it's so obvious. It's so biologically fundamental to the core. Is it obvious? Is it? Because I remember certain people making that same argument years ago, and they were labeled bigots. But when a woman does it, though, and we can't allow, well, culture to be the arbiter of what sisterhood is. What are you talking about? Sisterhood is literally part of a culture. It's a shared experience and its growth and its development. And this experience is not doing this individual any justice whatsoever because of you. What are you talking about? Man can't walk around in a wig and some leggings and pop a boner every once in a while without you bigots saying something about it. That's where I think the left gets it wrong. Oh, now we're getting political. The plaintiffs allege the National Kappa Kappa Gamma sorority, its national council president, and Longford all pressured the local chapter to breach sorority rules. Well, they also allege that the sorority ignored official bylaws when inducted Longford and instead referred to a 2018 guide for supporting our LGBTA members that says Kappa Kappa Gamma is a single gender organization. Yeah, it's a single gender that anyone can switch to at any given moment. I don't know what you don't understand about that. Carrie Kittrell Poole, the executive director of the sorority, has told the Associated Press that the lawsuit contains numerous false allegations without specifying them. Exactly. You don't need to specify, just like you don't need to specify your gender. She added that the sorority does not discriminate against gender identity. Well, they obviously do. They obviously do. I don't know what you're saying. Saying they're terrified. They can't feel comfortable in their own skin because a man, a man is sharing a space with us. He's popping erections. Oh, so yeah, they do discriminate. I don't have a problem with it, but it is discrimination. The women are asking a judge to void Longford's membership and to award unspecified damages. From who? Who the hell is paying you? The Post has reached out to the University of Wyoming and Kappa Kappa Gamma for comment, and they didn't comment. Well, that was entertaining. I say good luck to those ladies, and one big lady in particular. Till next time.